Good evening, aspirants. I welcome you all to yet another episode of the Firefly Guide. In this session, also, we will discuss the popular articles which are important from the examinations of various PSC state level as well as of union level. So, before without wasting any time, we will straightforward jump into today's discussion. So, let's see what Hindu has to offer today. So, the first article that is actually an update to the Arunachal issue. Now, we all know that Arunachal Pradesh is situated at the northeast of India, and it is one of those states which keeps the border with various other countries. So, Arunachal Pradesh is one of those locations which is very integral from India's perspective. Now, today's issue states that in Arunachal Pradesh, now there is a conflict over the tribe problem. Yes, you heard it right. Again, there is a tribe problem in the northeastern states of India. Now, we all know there is an affinity of the local people, the local tribes in the northeastern region of India, be it Assam, which had done an NRC just because Bangladeshi people had entered Assam in the 1971 conflict or before that. We have also seen that there are also Meghalaya and Mizoram, which has a clear affinity that they want to save their local tribes. The similar thing has happened this time with Arunachal. So Arunachal's CM, that is Pema Khandu, he has actually stated that Arunachal's two particular tribes are scheduled to be relocated outside Arunachal. What are those two tribes? These two tribes are Chakma and Hajong. So, if we talk about Chakma, it is actually a Buddhist tribe. So, it is a follower of Buddhism. And if we follow, then Hajong is actually a Hindu tribe. So, it follows Hinduism. But what is the problem? As India is a secular state, obviously there will be many more tribes in a particular region. Just like West Bengal has a lot of number of tribes, and West Bengal is actually a shelter for tribes which are coming from outside as well. But that is not the case with Arunachal. The tribes in Arunachal actually wants to conserve the place for themselves. So it is actually saying that locals first. It is actually following the policy of locals first. When the conflict of Bangladesh and Pakistan happened in 1964 to 69, there were some people who had crossed the border and came to Arunachal Pradesh and stayed there for a very long time. So as those people have stayed there, they now have been given the citizenship of Arunachal Pradesh by the order of Supreme Court. But what is the issue here that right now these particular tribes are scheduled to be relocated outside this Arunachal. And this is the demand of the local tribes as well. But since they were given the citizenship of Arunachal, they have contributed to the ruling party of Arunachal. I mean the Pema Khandu Sarkar. So right now, if those tribes are relocated outside Arunachal, so it will definitely affect relocating those people outside Arunachal will affect the vote bank more than you and I can think. Right. What happened is that there was a conflict over a dam that is right now in Bangladesh, and the name of the dam is Kampa Dam, and it is located on the Karnafuli River. Karnafuli River. So this Karnafuli River right now is in Bangladesh. What happened is the people faced religious persecution, this Chakma and Hajong, these two tribes. And right now they are scheduled to be relocated outside Arunachal. There is one more particular thing which you need to understand from this perspective is that the inner line permit. I have actually given a special mention here of that regarding particular that inner line permit. So what is this inner line permit? Actually, it is a British terminology which was given during the British rule before 1947. As per their convenience, British had actually given some places the inner line permit status. It actually divides the uh, plains from the hills. So the plain people, in order to enter those hilly regions, they have to take a special permit from the local government that is called the inner line permit. And after that only, with the provisions of those governments and with certain terms and conditions, they can actually enter the territories of those hilly regions. So this is what we call the inner line permit. So right now, if we see, there are 4 states in the northeast which have the inner line permits. They are Arunachal Pradesh, Mizoram, they are Manipur, and they are Nagaland. So these 4 places are which have the inner line permits. So I hope this is the editorial that have been understood by you, and I have cleared this thing to you. One more thing that needs to be understood here is that this decision of the local government, the decision is completely supported by the local people and also the Arunachal Pradesh Student Union. They want to say that this particular decision will help to preserve the local tribes, and it will give importance to the local tribes, and it will help to preserve their ethnicity. So let's see what happens next. As they have got the citizenship, it is also not beneficial for the Sarkar to relocate them out. So now the time will speak that what happens next. So let's jump to the next discussion, that is the next article. So the next article tells us about a very, very sensitive location inside India. Yes, you have heard it right. It is the Sambar Lake that is in Jaipur, Rajasthan. It is one of the inland saline lakes, largest inland saline lakes that is in the western part of India. This lake plays a great role in the biodiversity as well as in other things. So Sambar Lake is not just a lake, it is enlisted in the Ramsar site as well. So as it is enlisted in the Ramsar site as well, India pays a close attention behind Sambar Lake. What actually happens is the Sambar Lake needs restoration. Some problems that is arising right from here is that the lake is saline, so the local people extract the salt from this particular lake in order to sustain their livelihood. But right now what is happening is that some mining works are also going on in that particular region just beside Sambar Lake, and it is actually taking a toll on the eco diversity of the local places. So Sambar Lake is very, very important both geologically and ecologically. This lake is around 80 kilometers away from Jaipur, and this location is very, very much famous for the local people as well as those people who had a great taste on birds, because it is a migratory place for flamingos. Each and every year, from a very large uh, number, flamingos come here. Actually, they migrate from a very large distance, and flamingos come here and just take the whole thing to a all new level. But what happened in 2019 is that there was a kind of bacteria that had attacked these flamingos, and due to that thing, due to that bacteria, an avian botulism, avian botulism happened, and due to this, some flamingos died. I mean, a lot of flamingos died, and it was a international news by the next day. So both by Rajasthan and both by Indian Union government, they have taken an oath to preserve and conserve this particular lake. The mining menace that is happening right now here has been a reason for the loss of wetland and the degradation of the soil and water quality. So it is very much tried that this particular place, which is situated at the foothills of Rajasthan, should not be taken away, and the factor of this particular place should not be done with. I think this is all about this particular topic, and I think you need to get a research on this Sambar Lake. One more factor that is dependent on this Sambar Lake is that Sambar Lake also is the place where four particular rivers of Rajasthan falls. So it is very, very important for Aravalli Hills. It is very important for Rajasthan. It is very important for us as well, as some exams directly ask this question, that where is Sambar Lake situated, or which is the largest inland lake, inland saline lake in India. So this is all about today's topic. I guess you have got a total idea of whatever I have said, and it will help you a lot in the upcoming exams. So there are some courses that are also going on. You can take a look here. So if you are interested, you can directly contact on that number which is given below. You can directly give a missed call and our team will call you back, or you can go to our Telegram for such amazing content. So this was all for today's update. See you tomorrow. Till then, keep learning. Goodbye.